Okay, so we are trying this for the third time. I am going to see how things go. Hopefully, we'll be able to get through this. I am hoping that we won't have to restart. Again, this will be the third time. So, explaining this league is when I'm in with some buddies who I am in sports cards with. As a leaguer, we get to keep six. We get to keep one. We get to keep all 30. Some people kept 30. So I actually only kept six. Dalton Varsho, who has dual eligibility at outfield and catcher. Jose Altuve, I know he got hurt, but what's going to happen is when he comes back, he's going to be a big boost to my team. Xander Bogaerts, Nolan Arenado, Tim Anderson, and Ronald Acuna. This league is really big on pitching. So that is where I'm going to really focus on making sure that I get the players that I want. So I am going to, again, focus on pitching. So I'm going to go Joe Musgrove. He is going to be out for a little bit, but he will be back. So while I have time, I'll show everyone I'm sporting an old school Mike Trout jersey. I really like it. It's got the old Anaheim. I would say this is a World Series patch, but we all know it's not a World Series patch because Mike Trout's played in 3 playoff games, and I don't think he has done well. Anyway, point being, I am going to be continuing to let you all know how I'm doing in this draft. I want to make sure also the picture is right. Oh, nope. Okay, that'll be okay. Oh, yes. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Okay, so that is where we're going to be going. Okay, and we're back. Okay, so, as you can see, it is a 12-man league. Some people were able to keep 0, like one guy did. He kept absolutely none of his players, and let people like Aaron Judge and Garrett Cole and Alonso and all them. And this is the third time we've done this, and people are still messing up. So, very funny, very funny. Wow, Cody Bellinger that early. Anyway, I don't care what other people do as long as I get my people. So, yeah, this league focuses heavy on pitching. I don't know what I've said in this video compared to the first few I've done. So, again, this league is with some sports memorabilia and cards, stuff like that I'm in, some of my buddies, all across the United States. And we are in this league together. This will be the 3rd or 4th year. Remember the first year I made it to the championship and lost about like 7 points. Sad day. But, and then second year, Carlos Carrasco cost me. I say Carlos Carrasco was when he was coming back from his treatments, and he had like 4 2/3 of an inning. Had he gotten the one more out, would have qualified for the win. Would have qualified to get me those points. But in any case, I'm glad he's back and healthy. So, this is what's happening. As you can see, my pick was Joe Musgrove because pitching in this league is important. You get 12 or 13 starts for the week. If you go over, all your stats, all your points are discounted. So I am really going to focus on the pitching. I feel really good with my offense so far. Obviously, Altuve is going to be a big help once he comes back here in 2 months, 3 months or so. I really hope that I'm able to get this pitching and get the pitching that I think is going to be beneficial to me. Again, Musgrove is going to come back in a start or two, so he'll be fine for me. Got a really powerful lineup behind him, especially with the addition of Xander Bogaerts. Now, what's going to happen when Tatis comes back? When I'm going to move to second, I believe it's Tatis. He'll move to second, but I mean, he'll still be in the lineup, still hitting 300 plus, and he'll have opportunities to get RBIs. Obviously, home runs not as many as in Fenway, but he'll still be able to get some. Obviously, he'll score runs because he'll be batting likely second or third. So, feel good about that. Again, Tim Anderson is also a shortstop for me, so he'll be able to get some stolen bases, which are big for me in all of my leagues. His lineup, even without Jose Abreu, I think should be okay to get him some relevance in all leagues, regardless of whether he's hitting as many home runs because of his wrist, which he was doing fine in the World Baseball Classic. So, looking at some of these people, some of the ones that have drafted, I'm in several other leagues. So, I have Adolis Garcia in another league. I do have Nate Lowe in another league. He was like my savior in my batting average last year, hitting 302 out of nowhere. So, sad that I don't have him, but I do still, I'll be able to grab some other first baseman. Obviously, it's a deep position. So, got 3 more picks until me. Now, again, I'm going to go pitcher. Right now, maybe Giolito. I do think his division is a little easier. Now, obviously, the Guardians, have a powerful lineup. The Twins have some hitters in the lineup. I mean, the Pirates are going to pirate. Brian Hayes, O'Neill Cruz. Those are just 2 of the better bats. But Giolito's looking for a bounce back season. Pablo Lopez in Minnesota. Again, same division. He'll have to combat with the White Sox lineup, which I think looks really good, especially with Benintendi being added to that outfield core. Well, not picking Giolito. I might end up going Freddie Peralta, which I might. Yeah. So I'm going to go Freddie Peralta. Again, with the division that he's in, I think he's going to be able to miss some bats, which he always misses bats. If he can just keep it in the yard, that's going to be the biggest thing. So, okay. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more picks. Again, I'm going to be heavy with the pitchers. Kopech, he's available in one of my other leagues. Someone dropped him. I think just because he's getting hit hard here in the spring. I'm not really thinking it's going to be bad. He's going to miss some bats. Once he gets his bearings to start the year, I think he's going to come back strong. I know he was a big name a few years ago. Actually, one of his short print cards, variation cards, him in the weight room. That's one of my favorite variations. I think it's pretty sweet looking. Okay, so okay, it's going by a little quicker now. So 3 more picks. Let's see. LeMahieu, that's always a good one. He only hit like 273, 274 last year, which is very odd for him. He's usually a little higher, but obviously slowing down. Vargas, I wanted him. Dang it. He's gone like 7 for 16 or something last time I saw, since he's been able to swing. And he'll be taking over at second with Gavin Lux out. So I think he's going to be an asset for the Dodgers, which, the Dodgers lineup is looking good. Even losing Turner and Lux, obviously. Bellinger was a 1-year wonder. Okay, my turn. Okay, so, yeah. Lopez, I think Severino could also be someone to add. Senga. Senga. Um, so, what I will do is look at relief, because if you do go down, two relief pitchers, so I'm going to have to pick those. Um, I'm going to have as many starting pitchers as I can to pick and choose who my best one start or better options for two starts for the week are going to be to hit my 13, 12 or 13. I should probably figure that out. Um, but as far as relief pitchers, I'm going to have those guys in, mix and match. The Rays bullpen, I think another one. The Dodgers bullpen, I think they have many options that would fit into there. Now, if you're looking for quality starts, the Rays will not be the team to get you those quality starts. So, speaking of the Rays, my favorite team in the same division, the Yankees. Clay Holmes was just selected. Ryan Mountcastle. So we'll see. We'll see again. My three picks have been pitchers: Musgrove, Peralta, and Lopez. Musgrove will be on IL, so I'll be able to pick someone else up. And then Altuve will also be on IL. I'm still waiting on the Astros to officially put Altuve on the IL in some other leagues. So it's costing me a roster spot when I could grab some other people, which I don't want to let someone else go to just make sure I get like X, Y, or Z person. But, man, okay. Guy said he got kicked out, so. Jake McCarthy. I wanted him. Big fan of Jake McCarthy. Now the Diamondbacks above Jake McCarthy. He helped me out a lot last year with stolen bases. Hopefully he can hit somewhere like he did last year. I think he hit like 283, last year. Had 32 stolen bases. So. Well, we will see. Uh-oh. Oh. And we're paused again. I'm so confused. I think we're going back to this pick right here because apparently he did not take that player. He said he took Anthony Rendon. So, I don't know. I don't know, guys. So we're using Fantrax. I personally am not a fan of Fantrax. No, I mean nothing against the company. I don't like it. I've done this league last year on Fantrax, and it really screwed me up. But in any case, previously that I was able to do one fantasy college football league, and I won that. So that was pretty cool. That was more for bragging rights, not for money. People People hating on this site. Yeah, again, I'm not a fan of fan tracks, but that's where we're doing it. Um, one of my buddies said, "Who picked this site?" Because none of us are happy. It's very, very confusing. I don't know, guys. Anyway, so this is my fifth draft. Um, I am working on the videos for those others, but I'm super delayed. Some stuff going on. So now also new to YouTube. So using the like OBS and Shotcut and the video camera and mic and stuff like that. So new to that, still learning it, trying to do my best. And so hopefully I'm gonna get those out. They're gonna be shorter recaps than the league I'm most invested in. But again, that video is gonna come out, so that will explain that league. Oh my god, this is so bad. But so I'm gonna get those out. I'm in 2 Yahoo leagues, 2 ESPN leagues, and this fan track. So I'm gonna make do with it. What I can on this team and how we're doing. I just jumped. So my pick. Oh, I am up now. So Merrill Kelly, Gray, Rojas. Oh man. Drew Rasmussen. No, not a fan of Drew Rasmussen. I mean, he was so helpful for me last year. I'm gonna go Merrill Kelly. Hopefully he can regain that. Honestly, if the Diamondbacks are not competing, which I feel like they should be, they have a few pieces. Their bullpen not looking great. I think Andrew Chafin is supposed to be their closer. I mean, you've heard his name, or maybe you haven't heard his name. He was a setup guy, and I mean, he did okay. He had better times than others. But now he is supposed to be the closer in Arizona with Mark Melanson out. I always call him Melancone for no other reason than I just like to say his name funny. I also remember back in the day, a few years ago, when everyone was calling Luis Robert. So I was guilty of that as well. So, Luis Robert was on a few of my teams last year, and he occupied the IL spots more than he occupied my team. Which is why he didn't come on my team, obviously. As you can see what I have going on over here. Again, feeling good with the pitcher so far. Feeling good with the offense. I haven't touched the offense thus far. But we got a few more pitchers over here. I'm really thinking it's sort by points. Shaman, I can't get behind Shaman. I don't think he's really that good. I mean, no. Did he have some times in Oakland? Yes, but who didn't have times in Oakland? Some of my favorite players played for Oakland, and they're not playing for them anymore because they don't want to spend money. But also, who wants to be in that stadium? Because from what I hear, I've not been there, but from what I hear, it's a terrible stadium. Tyler Malley, man, he is getting roughed up this spring training. I know spring training doesn't have a whole lot to do with stuff. They're trying new pitches, obviously getting used to the pitch clock. Okay. Updating the draft. So we'll see what's going on here. Do not know. Okay, so it's not my pick right now. Okay, now it's my turn. I'm probably gonna Sandoval or Gray. Ooh, Sandoval or Gray? Sandoval or Gray? Let's see. All. Diaz. Oh, you know what? I think I'll have time for um, those pitchers. I'll come back to them. Rojas, one of those players for the Diamondbacks who I think is going to be good. He stole several bases for me last year. Um, I mean, he's going to be able to drive some runs in. He's going to be able to do decent. Again, because he's got people hitting. Christian Walker is going to be hopefully doing well this year. If he can get that batting average up, man, I mean, obviously he's cranking the ball out of the ballpark, but man, he's hitting like as low as like 210, 220. Now there were some times when he was up 250, 260, but man, one of my favorite players from the Diamondbacks, David Peralta. Now I know he doesn't play for the Diamondbacks anymore, but I like David Peralta. He was one of my sleepers, just like Michael Brantley. And no, Michael Brantley doesn't play for the Diamondbacks, but his time with the Indians / Guardians, and now the Astros. As a Yankees fan, I'm not an Astros fan, but I recognize good player, and Michael Brantley was a great player. Last year, when he only got to play in 64 games, he hit like 288 or 298. Ended his like 11-year streak of hitting 300 plus, which is ridiculous. But man, he's definitely one of those players I like seeing on my teams, especially like for batting average and when he was still on bases. Obviously, gotten older, not doing that anymore, but. Yeah, some of those players were really, really special. So, okay, so Ke'Bryan Hayes. I'm a big fan of Ke'Bryan Hayes. I'm really hoping that he does better than his peripherals say last year. Stats say with his batting average, I think it was like 214, 219, something like that. Maybe it was a little higher. But in any case, I think he's good. He's going to be good. Him and O'Neal Cruz are two young individuals in that lineup that are really going to do well. Also, the pitchers. Mitch Keller, man, he had a great second half time last year. There was a span where he was just on fire. So I'm really, really excited to see what he's going to do. Ronzi used to play for the Yankees. He was drafted by the Yankees. I think he's going to do well. JT Brubaker, or Brubaker, however you want to put the emphasis on that last name. He's hurt right now, but I think he could be someone in that lineup or in that rotation that does okay. David Bednar is not a reliever I would want because I don't know how many saves he's going to get, but if the starters can get to the 6th at least with the lead, maybe that bullpen can get it to Bednar and Bednar can close it out for him, but obviously only time will tell. Tyler Anderson, that was one of the guys that I wanted. Okay, close to being my turn again. Let's see. Oh, now it is my turn. Ashby. Okay. 2 runs, 3 hits. Let's see. Okay, it's not going to tell me anything. So, okay, I'm going to take Sandoval. Pitched very well in the World Baseball Classic. The Angels, man, they are one of those teams that looks like they could go on a tear with all the talent they have, and they just fall flat on their face. So, I'm really hoping that between Ohtani, Rendon, Trout, they can get something going. Walsh is going to start the season on the DL or IL, excuse me. He's a talented player. I think he'll be able to continue on in the first base outfield role as long as he can stay healthy. Great rookie season 2 years ago. Down year last year, but it's because he was down with some injuries. So hopefully he's back in a quick time frame so he can contribute for him this year. Let's see. Okay, it's my turn again. Oh no! Did someone take my player? Did someone take? No. Okay. Any more pictures I want? Okay, no. So, hitters. Okay, I got 20 seconds. Oscar Gonzalez. Oscar Gonzalez. Let's see. Got 15 seconds. See if there's anyone. Fantasy points wise. Oh. Made me take him. What? I didn't take him. So someone said it was a nice pick with Echuary Ruiz, and I'm just letting him know that I was actually looking for someone else, and the clock jumped from 18 seconds to 0 seconds, and saying that he had good numbers, stealing 85 bases last year. In the minors. Okay. So, someone took Meneses. I was a fan of Meneses, but I was going to get him. So, let's look where this is. Drury. Drury, I think, had a phenomenal year last year, and it was way out of character for him, so I'm definitely not buying that. Benintendi, I think, had a good year last year. I think he's going to do well. Okay, someone else thought he was going to do well as well, or also. I think Austin Meadows is going to he's going to have to have a better year than he did last year. I don't think he hit a home run. So that was tough for him. So, trying to look at some other people. So some relief pitchers. I have to pick at least 2 relief pitchers. Is it my turn? Yeah, AJ Minter. That's my boy. I like me some AJ Minter. Next time I'm going to go after is Giovanni Gallegos. Also was a Yankee. So I don't know why the Yankees just got rid of the good guys. In my opinion, the good guys. So, in any case, Montero is also a guy that I'm a fan of. Oh, yeah, I don't even know how to say this guy's last name, but I'm a fan of him. Brusdar Gratterall. He'll do well. Krinchak, however you want to say his name. Of course, Ottavino. I remember when Lugo was lights out. Lights out Lugo. Oh, wow, it's back to me real quick. Oh, man. Who do I want to go with? just want to go with. Yeah, I'll go with Gallegos. I feel good with that. He will absolutely fill that relief pitcher. So feel comfortable with that. Still need some outfielders. Still need pitcher. So let's see. I just what's the name about him this year? I just can't get behind him. He had like one good year, 6 earned runs. Now I know it's spring training, so it's not really a lot to invest in, but I don't know. Nah. Where have I guys? Okay. Martin Perez was pitching lights out last year, and all came crashing down. Jason Dominguez. Quintanilla. Not Quintanilla. Quintana. He left a rotation in Pittsburgh that obviously was not best for him. He was doing well, as well as he could, but then ended up going to the Mets, and he's having there's Brubaker. Having a good season, or a good holy cow, having a good spring training, and then ended up getting hurt. So are there any other? I had Polanco on my team last year. He wasn't terrible, but also hit super low average, which was frustrating. Okay, so it's close to being my turn. Elvis Andrews supposed to be. Steer. He's going on my list. Oliveris is going to be getting some playing time until old boy is called up. And I'm blanking on his name right now. Volpe. Is Volpe available? Volpe? Okay, he's not. Okay, do we get Jermaine? So. Okay, let's see what's happening. James Paxton. Hey, it's back to me. So, I want to go How do you say his name? Okay. He's making his claim. He'll be up there. I would say Montas, but man, he's not having a great time since coming to New York. Oh man. Oh pitchers. Jermaine. Man, Jermaine Marquez is just one of those guys who. No, what? Why? Why does he get to 20 seconds and then it... Oh, well, I mean, Montero's not terrible. Let's see. So, it's back to me now. So, obviously... Mets. You know what? Marquez. Take him. Put it on the board. Okay. So, let's go over the picks I have had so far. We'll just go right here. My first pick, Musgrove. He will be on the IL for like a week or two. He'll be back. Okay, let's go back up. He'll be good in the Padres lineup. Freddie Peralta, I think he's going to be able to bounce back last year, get those strikeouts, and be able to pick up some wins in a mediocre Milwaukee Brewers lineup was aging stars and some breakout stars. But he'll be able to get back into the swing of things, and he'll be fine, especially in that division. Pablo Lopez, also in that same division, I think he'll be able to do well. He pitched very well for Venezuela in the World Baseball Classic, and I mean he was doing. I think he was doing well in Miami, and because he was doing well, he ended up getting traded. So good for him to be on my team. Merrill Kelly, who was on my team last year, I think he did really well, given the lack of run support. He had a few clunkers, but speaking of the Diamondbacks, Josh Rojas, hopefully we'll be able to give him some run support. So with that position eligibility, is going to be a big help for me, especially with Altuve being out for a period of time. Patrick Sandoval pitched great in the World Baseball Classic as well, and hopefully he'll be able to utilize the stars in that Angels offense. Trout, Ohtani, Rendon, he's looking super healthy this year. The spring training. Echeverri Ruiz, he's going to be stealing bases like crazy for me because that's really going to be the only way that the Athletics are going to score any runs. Stealing bases, and it's going to be a whole heck of a lot easier because they have much larger bases this year. So last year in the minors, he stole 85 bases, which is crazy. So who knows, man? He could be challenging Ricky for the title. No, I'm kidding. I'm not putting them in the same sentence. This is mostly a joke. But he stole 85 bases, so that's pretty impressive. Okay, it's my turn. So I'm going to go ahead and... Okay, I got 20 seconds. Dang, I keep coming back to daggone... what am I thinking of? Diamondbacks players. That's not what I want to do. But a former Diamondback player. I need a first baseman. Who's my first baseman? Matini. Mervis. Oh, no. I'm just going to go with... Did I grab him? Lourdes Gurriel. I didn't want Lourdes Gurriel. Not another Diamondback player. Daggone it. Okay, so... Ooh. Brando, what? No, not auto draft. No. Why am I on auto draft? Oh my God. Oh man. So they'll go back and let other people repick. Brent Delacruz is supposed to be pretty good, so hopefully it'll even itself out. Man, I need a first baseman. Connor Joe did so well for just that short period of time last year. Man, he was tearing it up. I'm a draft Albert Pujols. Singleton. Remember when he was with the Astros? Spencer Horwitz. He played for Team Israel this year, so that's pretty cool. Oh God, first baseman. First baseman. Now, I love Mancini. I really do. He's my boy. But and then Carlos Santana, not doing it for me. Okay, I'm gonna be ready this time. I'm gonna jump on. Daggone. Give me that. Boom. however you say his name. Um, okay, it's coming back. Let me quick. Okay, it's my turn again. Manzardo. I'm gonna go with Steer here in just a minute. Oh man, really don't like this system, but gotta do what you gotta do. Apparently, the guy who is over this league paid for this, so again, I'm not a fan. Try not to diss it, but I'm really not a fan. Hunter Dozier. He was so good for me a few years ago. I mean, he was good for anyone whose team he was on, but man, I miss him being so good. David Peralta. Just talked about him. Ooh, Al Thomas. Another Diamondback? Dang. Gene Segura. The starting pitcher. Oh, shoot. Hey, first baseman. Can actually give me a... yeah. Go Steer. So, if you don't know... I'll do it here in a second. Manzardo is one of the top players in the Rays farm system, so he should be called up relatively soon. I'm also excited about Steer, who should be called up for the Reds. Both of those are young players who are coming up in the farm system, ranking pretty highly in each farm system. So it's going by super quick now, so not going too much depth because... okay, well, let's see. Got I can pick whoever now, right? Urshela at third. Man, he was a letdown in New York. Tyrone Taylor. Man, I am not seeing a lot of guys. I'll go Mike King. Yeah, I mean, another pitcher. So, holy crap, it's come back to me super quick. Let's see. Rojas. You know what? I'm going to take my favorite player. Josh Donaldson. Yeah. So Josh Donaldson is my favorite player. Talking about players who started out in Oakland who were traded away. Josh Donaldson, Yoenis Cespedes. Those are my two favorite players. It's back to me. That's crazy. Catcher. Ooh, Travis d'Arnaud. Let's see. Francisco Mejia should have been a whole heck of a lot better, but he wasn't. I'm gonna go Travis d'Arnaud. That way I can move Varsho to the outfield. I don't know how good of a pick that's gonna be or how it's gonna look, but I'm gonna do it. People got silent in this chat. Oh, it's my turn to pick. Harold Ramirez. Nope. No. Whew. I got him because he's supposed to be the closer for the Tigers. I think the Tigers are going to do better. I don't think they're going to be great. But I think that the Tigers are going to do a little bit of something, and Lang is real. If he's doing well for him, he'll end up getting traded. So not too terribly worried about that pick right there. Let's see. Spencer Turnbull was a Graham Ashcraft. This guy gets K's. So happy about that. Desclafani screwed me over last year. I was so big on Desclafani, but oh well. Okay, Margot. Mateo with all those stolen bases. Bertie with all those stolen bases. Oh, man. I have multiple. Yeah, first baseman. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Wilmer Flores. Not sexy, but already trades going on. Holy cow! Holy moly! It's back to me. So let's go back to pitching. Lance McCullers. No. Jordan Lyles, I think underrated. Oh, I know who I am going to be looking for. Man. So, if y'all remember, Cole Irvin was... Mackenzie Gore. Cole Irvin was crazy good for the Athletics last year, and this year he was traded to the Orioles. What? Got skipped. What the heck? Do I get to pick anyone else? I have one spot available. Oh, okay. Now, okay. No, not mine. No, it says I have one spot available. And let me pick. Nope. Okay. So we're gonna see how this goes. I don't know what's going on. It's just going with Bertie. Mateo. No, what the heck? I don't what? Why is it not letting me pick? What in the world? I don't know what's going on, guys. Okay, apparently that's the draft. So just a quick recap of my team. Don Varsho, dual eligibility, Manzardo. I'll pick this out. So, Kyle Manzardo, who's reassigned to minor league camp, but he's definitely going to be up. And if he's not going to come up this year, he is going to for sure be up next year. Right now, the first baseman, Harold Ramirez, he also plays outfield. So I feel good about him. See, he's considered one of the top prospects for first base. So yeah, he's going to start in the high, double triple A or so. So he's going to be up eventually. And I think Tampa Bay, they have a chance to do some damage. Jose Altuve, obviously we know he has injuries. Josh Rojas, he has dual eligibility at second and third. Xander Bogaerts. Came over this offseason from the Red Sox to the Padres. Esteury Ruiz, 85 stolen bases in the minors last year. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., I really dislike his brother, but Lourdes is pretty good. It's funny because when the Blue Jays got Dalton Varsho, Gurriel tweeted like, "Oh, give him anything. I'm just so glad we have him." Well, sir, you were what they gave, so he didn't even get a chance to be on the same team with him. A trade, okay, holy cow. So Brian De La Cruz, I want to bring him up. He is okay. Come on. All right, so Brian De La Cruz. Come on now. So he's going to be in the outfield, and he's going to be Avisel Garcia. Oh, Avisel Garcia used to be an on-base machine when he was in Milwaukee. And then Jazz Chisholm. I'm not real big on Jazz Chisholm, to be honest with you. I think he got lucky. But his real competition is going to be with Jorge Soler to be in the outfield. So he is going to be an everyday player unless his 252 batting average gets him down. I mean, he got to play a handful of games. I say handful. It says 115 right there with the Marlins last year. So he has potential. He is highly touted in the Marlins farm system. So that was an auto pick for me. I didn't mean to. Let's see. I already talked to Esteury Ruiz. Nolan Arenado, we all know him. He's great. Tim Anderson. Hopefully his hand injury isn't going to bother him too much. Ronald Acuna, he's also a pretty good player. Joe Musgrove, he's going to be on the IL throughout the season, but he will be back shortly after. Freddie Peralta, I think he's going to get a lot of strikeouts. He's going to be in a division where he's going to be able to pick up some wins if that mediocre Brewers offense can get some runs. Giovanni Gallegos, I mean, the whole Cardinals bullpen seems to get holds and saves, so I feel good about him. AJ Minter, I think he's actually going to take Raisel Iglesias' job as the closer. Even though he has electric stuff and he is able to put in high-level situations. So they might just keep him in that role where he just takes on, inherits the bases loaded, no outs, and gets the Braves out of that. But Minter is a high-leverage guy who could take over as a closer, and he did a little bit last year or previous years. Merrill Kelly on my team last year. I think he'll be able to do well with that the Diamondbacks offense, who got an upgrade this year. Pablo Lopez, Twins pitcher, came over from the Marlins. I think he's going to do well. Him and Patrick Sandoval pitched very well in the World Baseball Classic. I think they're going to be able to carry that over. Hopefully Patrick Sandoval can get some offense from his stellar lineup. Rafael Montero will be able to pick up some saves and holds, probably get some wins in Houston. Charles d'Arnaud, he's going to be my, second catcher. I say second catcher because I have Varsho. Varsho can also play outfield. Steer, let me pull his information up as well. Third baseman for the Reds, he is opening day. He's going to get some playing time, but obviously it says some help, some pointers from some of the veterans. Chad Pender's been around a while. Obviously India. Hopefully he doesn't. India I'm talking about doesn't have another junior slump like he did sophomore slump. I'm a big India fan. So Sears hitting almost 300. Hopefully he can carry that over into the season. So I picked him. Hopefully he'll be able to be a keeper for me. Wilmer Flores, he's first baseman because I picked Kyle Manzardo earlier. Josh Donaldson, he's my favorite player. Definitely on the decline. Back in 2015, he was the AL MVP. 36 home runs, 144 runs, 123 RBIs, hitting like 279. He was great. Graham Ashcraft racked up 10 Ks the other day in a minor league game. Mackenzie Gore, if he can get some control, I think he'll do really well. I wish he would have stayed with the Padres, but oh well. Jermaine Marquez, man, he's like the best pitcher for the Rockies, and his ERA is like threes, low fours. Brusdar Gratterall, he may very well end up being the closer for the Dodgers. Maybe Evan Phillips, maybe Daniel Hudson, which Daniel Hudson's out right now. Michael King, man, he was stellar last year with the Yankees, but we'll see how his elbow's holding up. Alex Lang, he's going to be the closer for the Detroit Tigers if he is doing well. If the Tigers are doing poorly, he'll probably get traded. And Paft. So he reassigned to minor league camp, but he's going to make some starts for sure this year. He did really well. We can look at the numbers there. Man, that's pretty good. So he'll definitely be up here soon. Hopefully he'll be able to follow in the footsteps of Merrill Kelly. So that is my team, the Funky Junkie Joker Monkeys, for the Tailgate Sports Cards Fantasy League. Thank you for joining me for this. I know that there were some issues early on, but again, I appreciate you sticking by me, and I hope to be giving you some updates throughout the year. So